sectors were seen as fallback options for most young people in Ghana. I am happy that Ghana Grows is changing that narrative by showing that agriculture and vocational careers are innovative, profitable, and future-proof. A few days ago, it was refreshing to have read in the Ghanaian Times that Ghana's TVET enrollment has surged by 193% since 2020, ushering in a new era for vocational and technical education. Through Ghana Grows, young people are gaining access to training, mentorship, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship support. They are learning to see agriculture not as subsistence farming, but as agribusiness powered by technology, creativity, and market intelligence. Through Ghana Grows so far, we have seen inspiring stories of young women and men turning ideas into thriving agribusinesses, embracing technology in farming, and creating solutions that impact entire communities. And you have seen some of those stories today. Permit me to highlight a few which you have already seen here. You met Mary Tete, who is a young woman from the Eastern region and joined Ghana Grows with a simple dream to turn her family's small farm into a thriving agribusiness. Through training and mentorship, Mary learned modern farming techniques and digital marketing. Today, she supplies fresh produce to schools and restaurants, creating jobs for other young people in her community. So let's give a round of applause to Mary. And for Bernice, who I have personally met at the foundation offices, she's been doing amazing work, and I follow a lot of her work. As you can see from the work that she's doing, she's from the Volta region, but faced with skepticism when she chose to go into vocational training over traditional academic path. Mary saw opportunity where others saw limitations. She's now a thriving mushroom farmer and recently represented Ghana at the Africa Food Systems Forum in Senegal, which was a major event bringing together actors within the agri-food system space to one big space for networking and learning from each other. And her stories proves that vocational skills can lead to entrepreneurship success. And for Sylvester, that everyone knows, I don't even have to say anything again because apparently he can sell Ghana to Ghana. So I would leave that. But he is thriving and supporting smallholder farmers to access affordable equipment. His business is not only profitable, but also improving productivity across his region, which is the northern region. So these stories prove that agriculture and TVET are not a fallback option. They are future-proof forward career paths filled with innovation and opportunity. But this is just the beginning. There are countless opportunities ahead. Training opportunities, mentorship, access to finance, and entrepreneurship support offered through the Foundation's programs in Ghana. We encourage every young person, and all of you in this room, you are not too young. You saw what Hagar did. You can take advantage of all of these opportunities. We encourage you to come forward and help to build your own creativity and resilience and redefine what success looks like in Ghana and across the continent. To the young people gathered here this morning, the message from the MasterCard Foundation is simple, but it conveys our unalloyed commitment as partners for progress. We stand with you and we want to walk with you all the way. The future is in your hands. Be bold, be curious, and believe in the power of your ideas. Agriculture and TVET are not just jobs, they are platforms for leadership and impact, as you'd see from our ambassadors today. To our partners and stakeholders, thank you for your unwavering commitment to this journey. Together, we are building an ecosystem that empowers young people to thrive. As we look ahead, let us remember that transformation begins with each of us. At the MasterCard Foundation, we remain committed to walking this journey with you because when young people succeed, nations prosper. Together, we are building a future where every young person has the opportunity to learn, to dream, and to achieve even bigger and prosper much, much better than we are seeing today. So let's come together and continue to support our young people, and to our young people, as we say, take the bull by the horn. Come forward. We are here to support you and to walk with you throughout this journey. And I'm looking forward to the next Springboard Road Show program where we'll see even more young people in this room showcasing their talent, their innovations, and growing Ghana together. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
We're thankful. The second thing that I picked is she's committing the MasterCard Foundation would continue to partner with young people to support young people in taking the bull by the horn. For that, we're thankful. And the last thing that I picked from all that she said is the MasterCard Foundation is here to support you. So as you pray and as you go about your business, understand that in all that you do, you have a proud partner in the MasterCard Foundation. Please, let's put our hands together for the MasterCard Foundation. Before I introduce the next speaker, I'd like to humbly acknowledge a few people in the house. First, I acknowledge the presence of Her Royal Majesty, Nana Amake Ablede, the first Amate Kone, Greater Accra region. Let's put our hands together and acknowledge the presence. We also acknowledge the presence of Her Royal Majesty, Nana Badu Dadebon Enum the First, Adan West Tofleku, Greater Accra region. We also acknowledge the presence of Her Royal Majesty, Nana Edu Akrofi the First, Adan West Manche Kope, Greater Accra region. I'm delighted to also announce that we're joined here by Ni Toto Otu, the linguist and PR, Na Oboshi, Queen Mother of Aneho in the Greater Accra region. We're joined also by Na Oboshi the First, Queen Mother of Ancho, and also joined by Asafuache Ni Okunta Tutuani Osu Aneho. Again, we're joined by Na Oboshi, Queen Mother of Aneho, and also joined by Nana Ado Kuma the First, Ankobia Hene of Ekuapem and Uresi. And finally, for this batch, we're joined by Ni Abe Okranfra, the third Chief of Kwabenya. Let's celebrate royalty for joining us. One of the people that I want to acknowledge is someone whose video I've watched many times. The Paramount Chief, Naba Asobayere the Fifth, Kologo Traditional Area, Upper East Region. Please, let's put our hands together and celebrate him. And I remember when the team got to the Upper East Region, his clear charge was that he is willing to dedicate land for any young person who's willing to get into agric. And let's celebrate him for that. Next, a person who's young at heart. who's not just young at heart, but who's made young people her entire vision and drive for decades on end. The drive for people development and the focus on young people, particularly women and persons with disability, has been at the forefront of what she's done over the past 2 decades and more. She today works as the executive director of the Springboard Road Show Foundation. She's a stalwart and a passionate person for young at heart. She's the chief driver of the Ghana Growth Program and the chief advocate of young people, particularly persons living with disability. When I got to spend some time with her working with the Constitutional Review Committee, she fought tirelessly to ensure that the changes that are needed in our Constitution relative to young people and persons living with disability, those changes are made ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are able, can we please be upstanding as we celebrate and invite on stage Lady Comfort Okran, Executive Director of the Springboard Road Show Foundation.
Let's go, everybody, to the Jesse, 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 give me. That's quick. Let's go.
Hey, hey, hey,
I see you.
hey,
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 hey.
hey, Jesse. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Can we do it together? You can feel that vibe. Energy. Energy. You can feel that vibe. You can feel that vibe. Hey, let's go. You can feel that vibe.
This is the Springboard Road Show 2025. It is our grand finale, and this is where we make it all happen. I'm so grateful to every single person who is here. Nime, Name, our traditional leaders, our community leaders, our partners, MasterCard Foundation. Oh, please, let's clap for every single person here. This program has been an amazing program. I'm grateful for everyone that is here. I'm grateful for those of us who are on the balcony, those of us outside in the tents. We actually, in addition to the chairs in this auditorium, brought in 5,000 chairs, and all those chairs are done. So we need to bring in more chairs. So thank you, every single one of you, for coming today. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, Africa. Good morning to all our distinguished partners, guests, our incredible partners, every young change maker in this room and across the internet watching us right now. 18 years ago, we sat around the table in our office. It was November 2006. Just a week earlier, we had a program for one of the banking institutions in Ghana, and it was beautiful. So we're doing the program debrief as we normally do after every program that we hold. It was going well. We were almost at the end of the session. Then one of our team members, a young man named Edward Akins, who is here with us today. So, Edward, can we see you? Edward Akins. Edward Akins. He was then a young man. He hadn't, but he was a young man. He still is a young man. Edward Akins said simply,
Wouldn't it be amazing if we are able to start a program that helps young people to start the year right? This was in November, remember? So we're asking questions. How do we do this? Who would we come? Where would we get the funding? Who are we inviting? How would we make it? But in January 2007, we held the first road show. When this happened, no, it wasn't perfect conditions, but we did it. We got about 600 people showing up at Osu Ebenezer Presby Church Hall from Tamale, from Wa, from Koforidua, of course, from Accra, and we were excited. At the end of the program, one young man from Tamale approached us, and he said, you need to bring this program to Tamale. We were like, we don't know Tamale. Who do we know in Tamale? He said, I'm in Tamale. I will bring you to Tamale. He held on his program. And therefore, since then, one city, that was the original idea. We did 6 cities, 9 cities, all 10 regional capitals. We even went to Gambia and Nigeria, did some West African rounds. And now, 18 years on, we've reached over 1 million young people across Ghana and beyond. But it all came from an idea, not from a government mandate, not a $1 billion grant. It was just an idea from one young man who was bold. Let me stress the word bold. Young people over here today, we need to be bold in the power of our ideas. That's the power we are celebrating today. So let me be clear about something. The Springboard Road Show has never been an event. It is an ecosystem, a community, a movement built by young people with young people for young people. In fact, 85% of our team presently are young people who are leading the change. If you see a program today, you think it was some, no. They were just young people. Some of them are about 25 years and below. And they are the ones making the change. So they showcase that planning, executing, innovating every day. If you give young people ownership, they don't just participate, they transform. Springboard Road Show is part of that ecosystem. And 4 years ago, we embarked on a co-creation journey with the MasterCard Foundation called Ghana Grows. 2.5 years on, Ghana Grows program is an undeniable truth. With MasterCard Foundation, with over 160 partner organizations, we have embarked on a journey. We stepped out of auditoriums and conference rooms and gone directly to the communities where the young people live, where they learn, work, and they explore. Look, Upper East, Northeast. Okay, so how many of us are from Upper East? Let's just wave your hand to us. Yeah, I see you. Northeast. Yes. Northern region. Upper West region. Yes, I see you, young man at the extreme end. Savannah. Where are you? I need you to show up. Bono East. Bono West. Sorry, Ahafo, Oti, Volta, Eastern, Central. Yes, Central, I see you. Western region, Western North, Ashanti, and of course, Greater Accra. Today is not just a celebration. Today is a declaration. A declaration that hope is not just a feeling. It is a skill. Hope is a skill. And every region across Ghana, young people are learning it, they are living it, and they are leading with it. And let me say, this is just the beginning. This is not the end, it is the beginning of your own growth journey. So, what did we discover along the Ghana growth journey so far? We discovered that the Ghana's young people are not lacking in opportunity. They're just lacking in, they are not lacking in talent, sorry. They are just lacking in opportunity. They're lacking in structure. They're lacking someone who would look at them in the eyes and tell them, I see you. I see you. I see you. Wherever you are, I see you. And we showed up. And here's what's happened. Over 500,000 young people engaged in the Ghana Growth Program. We reached our 5-year end program target by the end of September 2025. Indeed, we welcomed our 500,000 participants. Miss Jala Kali from Sobel in the Upper West region. She traveled with us to 4 regions, and she's here today in Accra with us. And her story also tells impact across. In 2025 alone, we have directly engaged 145,000 young people. And here is what moves me. 93.3 of them are women, young people across the nation who are young ladies. We set out to reach 70, but for this year, we did 93%. Got the foundation, Massacre Foundation, we've had 2.3% of the participants be persons with disabilities. And these are no words, these is action. Talent is universal, even when opportunity isn't. We've witnessed transformation everywhere we've went. Confusion becoming clarity, invisibility becoming influence, idle hands now earning income. Young people have launched micro businesses, packaged their first products, served their first customers, step boldly into agriculture, agribusiness, and ATVET. And that's not the last resort. It is a first choice for many of them. It's a field of dignity, a pathway to prosperity. But beyond the numbers, this is what the people that serve us, that we serve, move us. Let me talk about Patience. Patience is a single mother from Kintampo. She lives with physical disability. She used to survive by pounding fufu, every single day for just 20 cedis a day. But life is a struggle, it is invisible. But after she joined the Ghana Growth Program, something shifted. She felt valued, she felt seen, she felt believed in. Through the Girls Club, which we have across the nation, and our Empower 3C Mushroom Program, patients receive training, a startup kit, and business training. Today, she earns between 200 and 300 cedis every week from her mushroom business. She supports her child with dignity now, and she mentors young people with disability in her community. She didn't just change her income, Patience changed her story from invisibility to influence, from surviving to thriving. And there's Victor. Victor is in Damango. For years, Victor felt that agriculture is a space of limitation, something for poor people with disability couldn't participate in. But after participating in the youth-led focus group discussion under the Ghana Growth Program, his entire mindset shifted. Discovered about the extended value chain, learned about modern farming practice that did not rely only on physical strength. Through hands-on ATVET training, he gained confidence. Today, Victor farms maize and groundnuts. And not only does he farms, he says he mentors other young people with disabilities, boldly proclaiming, because he's now a testimony that there's no barrier, there's just growth. He didn't change his livelihood, he changed his identity. And there's more. The teacher in Techiman who learned to make ginger and garlic paste through our program, now she started with 5 bottles. Today, she produces 300 bottles every month. And she even have clients, loyal clients in Tamale. Hagar, you heard about her. So basically, everywhere that we went on the road show, the girls' club's president said, I used to be shy. And that, I must say, is one of the challenges that most people, especially young people, the young women, fight. That you're shy, you feel you don't have a voice. But let's say I used to be shy, I couldn't speak in public. But now leadership is not a myth. Leadership is part of me. I can walk into any community and engage. These stories remind us Ghana growth is not about just about changing livelihoods. It's about changing identity. It's about restoring dignity. And it's about unlocking the power of leadership, personal leadership, and community leadership. But let me share my personal story. This is me personally. During the roadshow that we embarked on at the that we having the grand finale today, we went to Zaina Lodge. Now in Zaina Lodge in Mole National Park, we wanted to record about what we have in our country in Mole and in Damango by extension. And in that morning, I prayed a very simple prayer. I said, Lord, during the production, please let some wildlife come in while we are filming. Let it be part of the story that we capture from Damango live on set. Early in the morning, we are outside capturing the scenes, taking the back stories. Then onto the set that we are filming walks a live, beautiful, humongous elephant, part of the backdrop of the recording. It was just amazing. And that is what happens when you believe in your prayers, you believe in your thoughts, you believe in your ideas. The elephant didn't come and go 30 minutes, and we could shoot from different angles. So, up personal with something wow, something magnificent. These little things, little prayers that we utter to God. Sometimes we think it is not needed, but I want to assure you on this journey, on this path, I have seen God come in amazing ways that I could not have engineered it. Nobody in the Ghana Growth team could have engineered it. Can you see that? This is me, live and colored, with the elephant. We're talking. And the same is true for you as well, every single person here. When we step out in faith, when we dare to believe, when we say it is possible, something seemingly impossible can happen. So let me be honest. It's not about the honest. It's not about the stories. Partnership can be risky, Partnership requires trust. Partnership requires something that is absolutely essential in achieving the Ghana Grows program. So, to the MasterCard Foundation, I want to say thank you. Thank you for believing in not just a program, but in a movement across Africa and not just in Ghana. Thank you. Thank you for your confidence, your vision, your commitment to young Africans and indeed young people globally. You haven't funded just an initiative, you funded 500,000 dreams. To our consortium partner, Limehouse, thank you for your service. Our service providers, can we have Limehouse kindly stand up? Limehouse, where are you? Limehouse. Yes, thank you, Matthew and the team. Miraki as you were our service providers, par excellence. Miraki as, please, can you take a bow? And those of us who came early, they opened the program for us. They helped us showcasing things that are possible in the artisan, pardon? Artist space. The Ghana Psychological Association. The Ghana Psychological Association. You were there. You've had, yes, can you stand up? Yes, let's see you. Yes, going around the whole country, going to different communities to provide psychosocial programming for our participants. Thank you. And many others. DNTDA for the GNCDA, you are here, aren't you? Can I say GNCDA? Yes, yes, this is GNCDA. In everyone, I'm sure some of you are outside as well. Thank you for the GABA, Ghana Association of Hairdressers and Beauticians. Yes, you are also around. You all made it happen. You and so many other associations. You brought your expertise, you brought your passion, your networks, and everything. You made this happen. To our regional hosts, our regional heads, our community heads, our chiefs who offered land, our chief in Techiman who pledged their old checks to our girls' club, the district chief executive in Wale Wale who said, Charlie, nowadays, since Ghana grows, a number of people coming to me to ask me for handouts, they have reduced. You all made it happen because you opened the doors of your community for the Ghana Growth Program. Thank you. Nime, Name. Thank you all for embracing the program and making it happen. The voices of transformation, the signs of systemic change, the team that led the road show, the 85%, in fact, somebody says the 99%. I was the only old person. Albert and I. Then the 99%, the incredible crew of the Ghana Growth Program. Matthew, where are you? Matthew Priprabwat, where are you? Matthew Priprabwat, come and take a bow because you made it happen. You pushed vans out of the mud. You slept sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours just to make the road show happen. You decorated venues, recorded programs, sometimes 2 programs in or 3 programs in different regions. You engaged stakeholders, gave everything you had. We showed this nation that youth-led excellence is just like this. Therefore, to every young person who participated, to everyone who asked questions, those who dared to try something new, those who said, young madam, or said, you have changed my life.